Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy. It's the peoples. It's the three-man wrecking crew, the podcast, the No Man Fantasy Football Podcast. Week 13, people. We here. We in there. COVID-free and everything. It's your boy, Mitch. We here, baby. Down on the right, we got him, man. The most glorious Raider of all time. What up, Wes?
What up, Mitch? What up, No Man? What up, fellas?
What up, what up?
What up?
And of
Sad
course,
day.
we got after a few more weeks, he's not going to be the rook anymore, or the free agent, or whatever you want to call him. He's just going to be
way past that.
the host. He's going to be the co-host, official, baby. What's up, G?
Chilling, man. Having a good time.
Yes, sir. Yes,
ready,
sir.
ready to spit some knowledge and have some fun.
Man, and we got someone down here. I must, we always bring someone on, and I kind of introduce them a little different way. But this dude right here, man, this is one of my ride or dies, man. I've known this cat for 25 years more, maybe around there, something like that. Not as long as Wes, obviously, but definitely a long time. This is my Florida homie. Lives in Raleigh now. We're representing North Carolina as well, the four of us. We got the little, instead of the triangle, we got the square right here, Carlos, what's up, Brooke?
What up, man? Thanks
Man,
for having
soft-spoken. That's the rookie, man. His first year in No MAAMMY.
He's no rookie. He in first place.
He's killing it, man. First place, man.
I'm still a rookie. We'll see what happens.
We'll talk a lot about that later, but he's got a vacation coming up next week. He's on a 1-week vacation. Him and Big Lou. Shout out to Big Lou. But yeah, man, we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about, baby. Obviously, let me drop the email first. nomanfantasyfootball@gmail.com. Hit us up with your questions, your concerns, whatever you got, man. You got an issue you want to talk about? We can talk to you, man. We like therapy sessions up in this bitch. But if y'all remember last week, the podcast, if y'all the loyal viewers of the podcast, and you watched it last week, there was something said by that good-looking guy up in the right-hand corner right there that something was not going to happen.
And that was zero chance.
He said, let me before you say that, I'm going to say this. Here's a little disclaimer. Over the years, Yahoo has screwed me over plenty, okay, with stat corrections and all this nonsense. However, it's looking good. This is 0% chance of me making the playoffs. The prophecy was fulfilled. Me, your host, your boy, knocked 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 people out of the playoffs. And I jumped from the 9th position to the 6th position. I mean, they call me the guru. I'm saying I just take the name. I mean, I'm just, shout out to Darren Waller. Shout out to Ryan Tannehill. Shout out to Melvin Gordon. You slick-haired motherfucker. Thank you for the 15 points, brother. I love you, buddy.
Every one of them.
We're going to talk about that a little later. We're going to save that fun for later, but we got a lot to talk about today, obviously, like we always do. We got the premiere, baby. We're about to drop the bomb here soon. I mean, we got the premiere of the song for G's Corner. Obviously, we're going to do the Are You Seriouses. We'll do
hey, by the way, no one has heard it yet.
No one. It's world
exclusive.
Not even us.
The boys had the trio, the death penalty. That's what we call ourselves. We haven't heard it. They haven't heard it. The wife hasn't heard it. The kids have. The only one to hear it. Shout out to Lucy the dog.
Really?
She jumped up, gave me a high five when I was done. I'm just saying.
I think she was on that hungry. She was like, "Loo."
She was like, G's corner, yeah. But yeah, we'll go into the our yes ma'am, no ma'am section, and then man, we gonna talk about it. I'm just saying, man. I'm on like, if there was a cloud 9, like legit a cloud 9, I'm on like 65. And I got a kind of a sad story to tell that goes along with it. I had to have one of those hard conversations with someone in the league the other day. And let's just say he didn't take it too well, but, I mean, when you go against the guru's going to tell you how it is, baby. So, Wes, Hold on, let me see.
I don't got to be. Wait a minute. I ain't ready.
Come on, Wes. You gotta be ready, man.
It ain't the beat. It was something crazy.
Come on, you're the Guru's DJ Premier. You should be
I
ready.
mean, what's up, man?
Carlos, you saw how he did me, man. No preparation, nothing.
I didn't give him a lot of time. So.
This ain't no instrumental. Oh shit! Hold on.
Oh, he's giving me a drive beat. What? Oh,
You put the mic on. Can you hear it?
I can hear it very, very faintly. I need.
You're gonna have to kick it. You're gonna have to kick it.
Man, listen. I asked for a beat. Can I get a beatbox or something, or just turn up the volume? I know you got an iPhone 6. I mean, can you turn up the volume on it a little bit?
I've been sipping. So
That's.
I'm gonna give you. If I bounce it on the table, my screen's gonna shake.
There you go. What is that?
What is
You
that?
gotta unmute. I think you got yourself unmute.
I'm banging on the wall.
Terrible. Oh my God! So you want an acapella?
Acapella, Mitch. Acapella.
And 1, and 2, and 3. Hey, yo, it's G's Corner, and he got a question for you. You better bring it strong, because you know what to do. You either get it right or you either get it wrong. And if you don't do it, you're going to hear this song in your head every night like a nightmare to me. It's the 3-man crew, and we out to deceive everybody. In the podcast land, it's my man G, and it's my corner, my man. My corner, my man. G's my corner, my man. Yeah, that's right, baby. It's the deadliest edition of any show, any podcast out there. I dare anybody. I'm right. This is G's corner, baby. And he got 3 questions for your ass today. So G, take it.
Question 1. Come on. And I'll let Carlos answer this one last, just because it's about his boys. So,
okay.
Will the Giants win the NFC East? Wes?
Yes. I think I answered that last week. Yes.
If so, do they have a chance to upset someone in a wild card game?
No. Sorry. No.
They make the playoffs. They don't make noise.
They make the playoffs. They don't make noise. I was kind of iffy on it last week because I know Danny Dimes was iffy with his hamstring. But, hell, you beat Seattle with Colt McCoy. And the Giants' defense, I think they're improving. I'm really buying Joe Judge philosophy. So I like them. I don't know what their situation with the Redskins. I don't know if they beat them yet or if they beat them twice.
They beat them twice. But they hold the tiebreaker.
So they good. God, dog, I'm mad I don't bank Marquise Brown. He just scored a touchdown. I knew he was going to be due.
I just saw that.
We got a podcast here. Let's focus on the podcast. I'm going to take the question now. I'm going to say, yes, they're going to win the division, and I think, yes, they can possibly make some noise. Obviously, it depends who they're playing. So we know they're not going to play the Saints, because the Saints are going to get the first round bye, right?
They're going to play somebody like Tom Brady or something.
They're not going to play the Packers. They're going to play Tampa. They're going to play Seattle. They're going to play.
They play Seattle. They're beating Seattle again. I'm going to tell you that right now.
They're going to play like Tom Brady or like the Rams or somebody.
Look, the Giants are a sneaky team, and we were talking about it before we went on the air. The Giants have a really good defense, and we instead of doing a recap, we'll kind of I'm glad you did that question first, because look at the game this weekend. I don't want to say they manhandled Seattle, but they definitely handled them. This is a team that is well coached, like Wes just said, Joe Judge. They're buying into it. The defense is stout. When you have a few guys running the ball like a Wayne Gollum, Wayne Gollum looked like an All-Pro against Seattle this weekend.
Yeah.
So
and they have a good defense. They have a good run defense. They have the number 4 run defense.
So look, anything can happen. I'm happy for the Giants. I'm a native New Yorker. Shout out to Big Papa A, Big Stu. Giants, big to Carlos. And to Butch. As Giant fans, y'all got to be happy. Carlos, I'll let you talk on it now.
Yeah, are we gonna make the playoffs? Yes. Are we gonna upset somebody? Yes. Because we're ranked top 20 in defense. Just people are tired now. People have COVID. People have been, shut down. There's so many irregularities. If we could just keep people under 20 points, we're in there. We like those low-scoring 5 field goal games and that grind all the way through. Hey, and if we go somewhere where it's cold, where people get tired, that's where we're gonna thrive. So I feel like we could upset somebody.
Hey, check this out. I will say this: we gig about this guy a lot on this podcast, and Evan Ingram. That dude is a blocking machine for the run game. I'm telling you that dude is underrated as far as a blocker. I mean, obviously, with his talent and what he's capable of doing offensively, you want to use him more like that. But when they need him as a run blocker, hey,
I would say, just to add to that, I'll get to the next question. I would say I think they win the division, and I think it's more about how they look going to the end of the season, because they're going to have a test in the next 3 games. You got Arizona, you got Cleveland, you got Dallas, which is another. Even though Dallas ain't that strong,
it's division. It's a division.
It's a division game, and then they play somebody else that's good. I think Tampa or something, Miami. They play somebody else that's solid as well.
Right.
So
we got the Cardinals.
Yeah, they got the Cardinals next. They got the Cardinals. They got the
Ravens.
The Ravens. There you go. That's what I'm saying. So you got 3 tough games coming up. Yeah. If they can win 2 out of those 3, the next 3 games, I think they have a good opportunity to go into the playoffs and make some noise. They beat the Browns or they beat the Ravens and the Cardinals, 2 out of those 3 teams. I think that says a lot about the Giants moving forward and how they're going to play. And I think that the players are starting to buy in to that philosophy of Joe Judge, as as what Wes said. I think they're all starting to believe a little bit. And I mean, it's 2020. We're all going through some crazy shit, pandemic. Mm-hmm. I mean, why can't this happen? I mean, crazy shit this happen, right? So, to move on to the next question, will Jalen Hurts prove to be the better quarterback in Philly over the next 4 games?
Yes, but I still don't think he's their answer. Me personally, they just got to do something. They got to sit Carson Wentz. I don't know what's happening.
Too much money.
No, I'm just saying, just like sit him to the side. And I'm not saying get rid of him. Just like for the next 4 games, they're not going to win the division.
Well, no, I agree. They lock him down for the rest of the season.
You got to see if it's all Carson or if Jalen can move this offense up and down the field. Then you okay, we got a problem because we got damn $60 million on the bench that can't quarterback our team, and we got a second-round rookie.
They got a tough schedule. They got a tough schedule, West. You got the Saints, at the Cardinals, at the Cowboys, and Washington.
Yeah, it ain't a good situation for Jalen Hurts, but hey, you got to take what you can get. We didn't like Tua going against the Rams. Like we knew we saw that this is a train wreck. Right. Tua's first game against the Rams, Aaron Donald, and the first play, I think Aaron Donald got a piece of him. But
I think he only got sacked once that game.
But that's what I'm saying. But sometimes you got to throw them into the deep end to see how they react.
Right.
And I like the way Tua react. And it's the same thing with Hurts. I got to see how he react.
I think he's a little bit more mobile. That can help because Wentz ain't that mobile. Yeah, and he holds the ball for 30 seconds every time you say hike. So, but
yeah,
what you think, Mitch?
My thing is this: I like Hurts, and I believe in the kid. I think he has talent, right? But a lot of the issue is the offensive line. They have nothing. That team has Carson knows. Here's the thing, and I'm not a Carson Wentz fan by any means, so I'm not defending him. But I think what bothers me is that the moment this man gets the ball snapped, he got someone 2 feet away from his face. Those guys are useless on his offensive line. And so
I agree.
And being that he is the $60 million man or whatever he is, or whatever his contract was, he's trying to overcompensate. Okay? Look, he got good receivers. Rieger's a good receiver. Fulgrim's a good receiver. I mean, he got Dallas Goedert, who's good. Ertz is back.
Zach Ertz.
Yeah, I mean
Richard Rodgers. Miles Sanders, Boston Scott.
But when you have less than 2 seconds to throw the ball, or you're panicking, even if you have 5 seconds at times, but you're panicking because you know it's coming, But yeah, I think I'll go along the same lines as Wes. I think Jalen it should be.
Sounded like you were more defending Carson Wentz than you were talking about Jalen Hurts, man.
Well, but again, it's but I said all that, and yeah, I guess I am defending him, but Jalen's gonna feel the same thing, like Wes said. It's not like you're bringing in. The only difference is Jalen may be able to read that attack faster and move better because he is much more mobile than he is. But again, with the inexperience, he turns the wrong way. He's going to get plowed and come on, Carson, we need you because Jalen's not moving again, you know. So,
Carlos, what you think, man?
He's gonna excel. He has one thing going for him. He has nothing to lose. He can't get any worse.
right.
So the pressure, he has no pressure.
Good
Like
point.
Mitch said, you know, Wentz has that $30 million, $16, whatever $1 million contract weighing heavy on him. So he has to perform. Plus, he's always gonna be over.
Uh-oh.
You know?
We got some difficulties in Raleigh.
It ain't me this time.
I think
I'm good.
So
I think Wes gave you your internet.
Yeah, with the West
You
Side.
back, Carlos. You back.
Yeah, you're back. You went out
So-
on us for a minute.
at the end of the day, he has nothing to lose, man. So if you
Can
think about it,
I add this though? And you know what's even worse? You know, the added pressure on top of knowing that you're going to get sacked in 3 seconds and all the. You play in Philly. They threw snowballs at Santa Claus. They ain't there to fuck around, dude. Like they will call your ass out no matter who you are, no matter how much money you make. They want your ass gone. You're going to be gone.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. All right, so the one thing I'll say real quick, I'll move on to the next question. But what I just wanted to say was, I mean, I think he has a good opportunity to go along with what Carlos said. He has nothing to lose. But again, he is a second-round pick, which means you got to see what you got in a second-round pick, right? That's a high pick to pick somebody to sit on the bench for 4 years. You know what I mean? Almost like what Green Bay did with Aaron Rodgers, the 27th pick. He sat for 4 years, but he's a great player, and they really believed in him. It hurts ain't gonna want to stay back there for 4 years looking at this stuff.
No.
You know what I mean? He played behind Favre. This dude's playing behind Wentz, so it's a different ballgame. But I think he has an opportunity, and I think now we'll know if that line is really high schoolish or is it some of Wentz too? Because I mean, don't get me wrong, the line is terrible.
Absolutely.
The line is terrible, but also Wentz has made some terrible throws.
You're right.
And to have that many weapons, and I think, Wentz's biggest issue is that he's not mobile enough. You know, he's like one of them old school quarterbacks. The NFL is like trending away from that. You know what I mean? They're like out there, like smaller, they're faster, they got power, they can run. You can do it all now. So
hey, nobody was more immobile than Dan Marino, but he had the quickest release.
And that was back in those days of football. Today, football is all offense.
Yeah, and plus those guys are so much more athletic on the defensive line now. It's not even funny. The old days of 350-pound defensive linemen are gone. These guys are like 260, run a 4.5, and it's ridiculous.
I mean, did you guys see Myles Garrett chase down Deshaun Watson a few weeks ago?
Yeah, I mean,
nasty.
In the 80s, nobody could do that.
No,
LT.
No.
Who?
No.
Yeah, but he's a linebacker. He's a linebacker.
And he was on an 8-ball of cocaine at the time. So
yeah, exactly. He was running 100 miles an hour before the game started.
Right. You know, that motherfucker. He ran through walls to practice. You know, let's be honest. You know. So.
All right, so to move on, you know, as you guys know, my team, the Browns, they've been getting pounded by the media all season. Baker's not the answer. I was one of them that said that. Mitch, you know that. I've talked about it a lot. Their defense sucks. They only beat sorry teams. All the analysts have been saying it all season, right? Going into the Tennessee game just this past Sunday, I was watching Sunday Countdown on ESPN. I mean, you got Rex, you got Randy Moss, and you got Hasselbeck. You got some good people on there that know their stuff, football players, coaches, and they all said there's no way the Browns beat Tennessee. Derrick Henry's too much, you know, blah, blah, blah. The only person that gave the Browns a chance was Sam, the host, the lady. She said the Browns have the #1 run offense for a reason, right? Until they can be stopped in good weather and better weather that they've been playing into, until they can be stopped, I'm going to go to Browns. And, you know, to say that, we're 7-0 against teams under 500. Going into this game, we were 1-3. Now we're 2-3, obviously, against teams over 500. You know, getting beat by the Raiders, getting pounded by the freaking Steelers, and getting pounded by the Ravens the very first game. So my question to you guys is, do the Browns have a real shot at the Super Bowl? I'm going to start with you, Carlos.
Well, this is a Super Bowl question.
Super Bowl question.
Do they have a shot at the Super Bowl?
It all depends which Baker Mayfield we get. If we get the one that played against Tennessee, hell yeah, all day. I mean, man was phenomenal. Or are we gonna get the one that, you know, throws silly mistakes, throws interceptions, doesn't read the coverages, and at the end of the day, you know, you're successful with your two-headed monster. You got Hunt and Chubb, and they're both average. They're about to hit 1,000 yards. If they can both get 200 more yards, you're gonna have a two running back duo to hit 1,000 yards. You have one that is hard nosed, and another one that's more versatile out the backfield. Could be a receiver. He can play the slot. I mean, dude, and then that defense. You got a chance, man, but it's all on Baker. Which Baker you getting? You're gonna get the one that is not gonna listen to the media and feed into the hype, or the one that's gonna go out there and believe in his system and his coach. So it depends, man. That's a difficult answer, but I'd say you guys look good, man. You guys look really good. I'll give you good chances for the Super Bowl because you got that offense and you have a defense to back it up. So yeah, man, I think you guys have a chance.
What? Oh, I'll go. Yeah, no. Super Bowl. I don't know. It's tough.
Oh, just real quick. Chances out of like 1 to 10. What would you say, Carlos? And then,
Out of 1 to 10
to make the Super Bowl.
I'll give you a good 6-7.
6-7. Okay, no, you can go mention it at the end. Just give me your chances of 0 to 10.
Okay. No, I could do that. Look, I like everything that they're doing down there. I'm actually really digging the coach. I like Stefanski. I didn't give him a chance in the beginning, but I like what he's doing. I like the game plans that he's putting together. You know, I think I'm gonna piggyback with Carlos. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll tell you guys. You know, in our next segment, we're gonna talk about Are You Serious? And they're my Are You Serious as I'm defending them as a Bengal fan. I mean, come on. I mean, you guys know it. I'm a diehard Bengals fan. They're our arch enemies, you know, and we've been renting space with them at the bottom. We missed them because they don't live down there no more, you know.
Running away.
You know, and I'm happy for them. You know, my only thing as far as a Super Bowl contender, I need to see more maturity out of him and a lot of the guys, you know. Let's I don't know. It's those rookie coaches, man, seem to sometimes not put the best game plans together in the playoffs. But I hope the best for them. I'll be honest with you. If I'm being honest, 100% real, I'm definitely rooting for the. I'd rather see the Browns than the frickin' Steelers. I promise you that. I'll say that. 1 to 10.
0 to 10, yeah.
I'm gonna go about a 7.5, 8. I'll be honest with you.
How about you, Wes?
I'll give you my rankings first. I'm with Carlos. I'm giving you a 6 strong 7. My only thing is, I don't know if you guys played Buffalo, and I watched Buffalo last night. I was impressed by Josh Allen. The way y'all sitting in a wild card, so y'all gonna have to go play at somewhere to beat somebody. So then you're thinking that, okay, can you beat Kansas City, Pittsburgh, or Buffalo on the road? I'm not saying y'all gonna lose, but I'm just saying if I just kind of look at those matches, I'm like, okay, Cleveland can play against some guys. If they stick to their game plan, run the ball, they can play with them guys. Steelers, Buffalo, Kansas City may be the only problem because Kansas City can put up points, and if you're chasing, that's a bad place to be. But yeah, I'm not gonna say Super Bowl, but I give you guys a strong shot for at least a good upset. And depending on who you guys match up with, you already beat Tennessee. They're leading that division. I think you match up good against Buffalo. You play the Steelers again, I think. Yep, y'all can split there. like I said, the only one I think I worry about with you guys is Kansas City, and that's what anybody.
Everybody's
I think.
worried about Kansas City.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
except
anybody.
Vegas.
And I'll say this, then we can finish. We can move forward, Mitch. But we have the #1 run game in the league. We probably have the best O-line in the league. Okay, all 5 collectively. Baker's getting more comfortable in the system, as we were talking a little bit about earlier. He's one of the best play-action passers in the NFL, #3 in the NFL. So Myles Garrett and that D-line creating pressure for the rest of the defense, and the rest of the defense forcing turnovers. I think I give us a shot against anybody as long as the game plan is correct, right? And I'll go through these because I knew you were going to bring this up, Wes. I knew it was going to be you. So with KC, I think they could give KC problems because we run the ball. KC don't have a great run D.
But you got to score with. That's my only thing.
But if we can create 6-7 minute drives,
Right.
that's going to keep Mahomes not so fresh and not so hot if it's colder in KC. And it gets cold in KC. It gets cold in KC in the wintertime. And that's what
they play good out. They're a solid all around team, G. And I think both teams. I think that's a really good matchup. That case.
But that's what I was going to. Like styles make fights, right? Like just like in boxing, styles make fights. And I think KC now if we get 3 and outs, we're gonna get ran out. We're gonna get ran off the field.
Right,
it's over.
right.
But if we can drive the ball 2, 3, 4 first downs, even when we don't score, but get touchdowns when we do get in that red zone. I mean, at one point in the season, we were at like 80%, I think just like 2 or 3 games ago, in the red zone. And I know last week, I think it was, we struggled a little bit in the red zone. So our red zone offense is really good. Right. Against Pittsburgh, I think that's more of a dogfight. But Pittsburgh's problem is they don't run the ball. As you can see, the last 3 weeks, they haven't run the ball. They have no run game. So
they have no run game, yep.
We put 6 DBs out there. And now, we have a better chance to stop someone. And they got great receivers, don't get me wrong. Pittsburgh has great receivers, and Ben Roethlisberger's throwing the ball at a career fast, like 2 seconds every hype throw.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's the only thing that worries me. And they got a great defense. Out of all the teams that we're talking about, Buffalo, Pitt, KC, Pitt has that D. And with Buffalo, we always play them good every year. This is the first year we don't play Buffalo in like the last 20 years. You know what I mean? Last year I was at the Buffalo game and we beat them 17-16 in Cleveland. But, I mean, we always play them good. They don't have a great run defense either. Their run defense is like 25th or something, 24th. So that's another issue. It's all about Cleveland moving the ball on offense and forcing turnovers on defense. So
there's a lot of talk about Cleveland, man. I don't know.
We're good. That's it. I just wanted to say
I'm feeling a little dizzy right now, to be honest with you, man.
Hey, this is the first time you can actually talk good about them in 20 30 years.
And you know what? And well
9-3.
And definitely well deserved. I will say that. Hey, look,
if you make the playoffs, you 17-year drought out of
well deserved, baby. Well deserved.
That's it.
Right there.
Nice.
All right, well, yo, peoples. G's corner. G, let me ask you this. The most important question. What you think of the song, baby?
I thought it was good. We got to hear. We got to be prepared next week when we do it. Wes, we need you to be prepared, Wes, next week when we do it.
Thank you.
Listen,
I got you.
Not after a few of these, buddy. That's not a good combination, right?
I wasn't ready for that.
And then get it thrown on you last second, like, Wes, we need a beat, and you're like, yo, we about to start the podcast. Like give me 5.
You got Spotify. It ain't like this ain't like Napster back in the day where you got to download something. But listen, check this out. Next Tuesday, because you have off, and we'll be playing golf together next Tuesday, we will talk about a beat. And we'll even go through on some of the holes while we're playing.
You play golf?
Yes, I do. Not that great, but I play.
Man, I gotta learn.
Actually, I've gotten a lot better, so I can't front. But we'll talk about it next Tuesday on the links, sir. But it was a great. Carlos, I'm gonna be honest with you too, man. Look, I'm not showing favoritism, but so far I think Carlos is, you're in the running for a no mammy, Carlos. This is your time to shine. I'm just saying,
better come with it.
You're doing good, man. You're doing good. I mean, I know you're watching.
You got a good start, but you got. It ain't how you start; it's how you finish, baby.
You hear that, right? You hear that, right? You hear that
All day,
well,
man.
We're gonna do a little different segment of Are You Serious? We're gonna do Are You Serious? Wes, you and Carlos, I want you to tag team on y'all's, like piggyback off of each other, right? So you pick. Carlos, since you're the guest of the house, we're gonna let you do your Are You Serious? Wes, you piggyback off of him. G, you can piggyback off of mine because I know you're gonna want to because this is a good one. But
I'm my boys.
look, it's that time, people. It's I went to 15 old age homes and all the grandmas love it, baby. They're like, moss? Who got moss? We don't like that. Come on, man. They do this. They go, Mitch, come here. Are you serious? Are you serious? Serious? Like, are you serious? So look, this is for Ethel, Bertle, my girls, the Golden Girls, the Silver Hair Club. Love y'all, baby. Yo, your boy got you. I'm gonna start it off today. So here you go. Check this out. In talking about the Cleveland Browns, I'm gonna say this to the NFL. You serious? Wake up. Take these boys seriously because they're having fun out there. And you continue to let them have fun out there, they're going to cause some problems. Especially, look, there's 4 games left. They're 2 games behind the Steelers. Hey, Tomlin, fuck around. Guess who's going to get – it's going to get flipped on you, okay? Because I'll tell you this right now, and I'm going to say this, and I don't want to say this during your question. I'm going to say this now, that if they mess around and take over first place in the AFC North and you got to go to Cleveland to play a playoff game, you got problems. I'm going to say that I'm going to get Baker to get a shirt that says, are you serious? Are you serious? You don't want to go to Cleveland in the wintertime. Dude, people from Cleveland don't want to be in Cleveland for the wintertime. And you want to start playing football there in snow and rain and wind and drunkenness in the air. I mean, everything, it'll go down. So my Are You Serious is to the remaining 4 teams that have to play the Browns and the rest of the NFL. Are you serious?
Yeah, the one thing I'll say to that is, we have 3 tough games. We got Baltimore next week at home. We go to New York to play both New York teams, the Jets and the Giants. Giants first, then the Jets. And then we finish the season off against Pittsburgh at home.
In Cleveland.
I believe it's in Cleveland, yes.
So think about it like this. Think about it, if it comes down to, and I'm going to say this, if it comes down to that game, that final game of the season, Pittsburgh versus the Browns for first place, Cleveland wins. Mark it.
Could be a good game.
I think it's more. I think the tiebreaker goes because head to head, if we beat them, we'll be 1-1. And then I think next comes division record, and they're gonna have us on that unless your Bengals freaking step up in the next week or so and beat them. Y'all play them again. I think next week.
We play
They
Pittsburgh
play
next
Buffalo
week.
this week, but next week. So I think that's the tiebreaker. But to go back to it, yeah, in Cleveland, in the cold. Pittsburgh's used to the cold, so they're not gonna have issues going there. But like a lot of other teams, someone like Tennessee's used to the cold a little bit. It gets somewhat cold in Tennessee. But you're talking someone like, I don't know, who's number 2 right now? I guess all the teams that are closer are used to the cold.
They're all cold weather teams.
All cold weather, yeah.
You got Steelers, Browns, Titans, Colts. But Colts, they play in the
Colts,
dome.
Dome, so they don't want to play us in Cleveland. They're in the dome.
No.
Buffalo's outside.
No.
And Philip Rivers has been in San Diego all his life, so
Turtleback.
I like it.
Yeah.
But I say it all depends on how we end up. But the Steelers also have a decent schedule as well. So a pretty tough. They play Buffalo next week in Buffalo, so they can get interesting.
That was a tag. That was a tag team. Are you serious,
to
baby?
go back to it's almost like last week, right? When you had that 0% chance.
Whoa! Watch your mouth, sir.
That's what I'm saying. Like it happened, though. It happened. So that's what I'm saying. Like anything can happen in the next 4 weeks. What I'm saying. I gave you no chance, and you beat me.
Turn that hat
So
on.
I praise you, Mitch.
All right, Carlos, step it up. Are you serious? What's your Are You Serious, Carlos?
I'm new to this, so I'm gonna have to rely on my man, my
AB.
team.
That's cool.
ABCD.
That's cool.
And I'll piggyback off you.
All right, we're gonna make it easy because you know I know where I'm going, right?
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, you know where I'm going, right?
That's why I didn't go, because I know where I was going, and we already talked about them. So
All right, Greg Williams, are you serious? Really? You know we need a touchdown, and you zero blitz us. Zero blitz. We got one of the fastest dudes in the league. Yeah, I'm happy. Carr read it. He recognized it, and he probably smiled when he saw it. He's like, unbelievable. There's zero blitzing us. Nobody deep. And I just look at it because I sent out a text to the family the play before when Carr overthrew Aguilar.
Yeah. It was great.
I was so mad at Carr.
I got that
was
text.
Like,
I
you don't
loved
get
it.
too many shots at a mistake, and we blew it. I was like, we're not going to get this shot again. And lo and behold,
I'm going to pull up the text right now.
They do it again. I was like, oh, now they got nobody back. Because I'm looking at my screen. There's like 8 guys in the box. I was like, whoa, okay. We doing this right now? Game on the line? No prevent?
So at 4, hold on a second, Wes, I don't mean to interrupt. At 4:06 p.m. on Sunday, Wes sends out a text, I hate Carr. At 4:10, Wes sends out 2 more texts. I take that back. Fuck yeah. So
So that's my Are You Serious? I know they've been running that into the ground all week. My man got fired, but that's a bad call. Like I said, I don't care what level of coaching you are. You know the team need a touchdown, no timeouts. Give them the middle of the field, guard the goal line, and see what play they come up with. But I'll take it. I wasn't impressed with the game. Like G said, the Jets beat us. Like I said, again, Gruden don't want to run the ball. He want to hand the ball to Carr.
yeah,
Carr
throw the Waller, baby. Throw the Waller.
There you go, Mitch. But
yeah, buddy.
That's my Are You Serious this week. Go ahead, Carlos.
On that note, it just goes to show the lack of respect the defense had for Carr, because they did it the first time and he made a goose egg. They're like, he's gonna get another goose egg.
He's gonna mess it up.
And boom, he got buried. But an experienced defensive coordinator said, we got away with one. Like, whoa, all right, cool. Right. Now let's put our prevent defense in, nothing deep, and let's take this win. But he got cocky. He's known around the league to be stubborn, and he got beat. So,
but Jets fans were happy, dude. Like Jets fans and the organization were like, fuck it. Trevor Lawrence, maybe, which I still don't think Trevor Lawrence is the number 1 pick.
But Mitch,
number 2, because the dude from Ohio State should go number 1.
But Mitch,
yeah, but they say Lawrence is better.
Mitch,
Kyle Trask is better than both of them. So whatever.
Mitch, do you want your team to have that stink of 0-16?
No, of course not.
That's the thing.
I had that 4 years ago, guys.
But nobody seems to be putting the blame on the head coach at the end of the day.
Here's the thing. If you guys remember back, we had my cousin, shout out to Michael. We have my cousin on here, right? Diehard Jets fan his whole life. He's one of them. Like, they're at a point, they're like, what's the sense of winning a game? Let's get the first pick.
I'll tell you this. The reason is because these players, they've all come from different colleges around the United States.
Right.
A lot of players have come out of Alabama, out of Ohio State, out of LSU.
Winning programs.
Out of these really good programs that may have lost 2, 3, 4 games their whole career.
Some not even any games.
They don't want to lose.
Right.
Just because you want to tank, I don't want to lose. I'm going out there every day with the mentality that we're going to win this game.
Have some pride in yourself.
I'm out there to say, let's tank this. Let me waste a whole year of my life busting my ass, practicing every day, doing everything I got to do to be a better person, a better player, sitting here working out all day, and you want to lose the damn game? Like, you got to understand, from a player standpoint, absolutely not. From a owner standpoint, hell yeah, I want to lose all those games. I want to be the best quarterback coming out of college.
Right, because you got the number 1 pick coming, and hopefully next year this COVID shit will be gone, and you can put asses in the seats.
Hey,
and so they're trying to fill up the stadium.
Hey,
What?
they're not losing any money. Let's be honest. These guys are billionaires. They're not losing no money. They just not
What?
making no money from this
Right,
asset right now.
Right.
What draft pick was Sam Donald?
One.
He was over 3 or 4.
But I'm just saying, the Jets have already
Baker
been,
came out.
the Jets have already been there where they had their choice at quarterback.
Look, it means nothing if they don't get an offensive line. As Derek Carr, as David's brother, who spent more time on his back than a $2 prostitute, because the Texans drafted him and they got nothing after that.
They don't have a bad line. They just drafted Mekhi Becton this year, who's a solid player.
Dennis, you're right. 3. He was drafted the third pick.
Yeah, that's why I said 3 or 4. I thought between 2 and 4 because Baker came out number 1, then he went, or did somebody get? I think Josh Allen came out, went there too. And the same year Lamar came out, or Lamar came out 1 year after. I think Lamar came out that year and went 30th or something, 31st. I think they all came out together.
The Jets need a solid running game. They need a little bit better offensive line and a quarterback.
But I don't put the blame on Darnold.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
I think Darnold will go somewhere else and have a shot to be a starting quarterback.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
He's still young. I think it comes more down to the coaching.
Yeah. Well, he's gone.
Coaching is bad.
Yeah, he's gone.
I'll tell you. I hope the Bengals fire our coach. You know who I would love? Eric Bieniemy.
Why?
Why?
I would love Bieniemy. I would love Bieniemy, but that's a different story. Well, another great week of Are You Serious? Shout out to Morty and the crew at the old age home, hanging out with Bert. Yeah,
Morty.
I was there, baby. Me and Morty were kicking it. He called me his little Knish. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Hey, real quick, Jimmy, the Giants drafted the running back, Saquon Barkley, number 2.
Number 2, yeah. Saquon went number 2. Yep. It was David, Saquon, and then it was Sam, and I don't know who went after that. Then they started going defense. But.
Yeah, then they started going all the way to Josh Allen, number 7. So
Now we're gonna jump, leap. We had we had some ups and downs in our yes ma'am, no ma'ams. So we're gonna start the segment. You know, you got a little flesh. No ma'am. You know, yes ma'am. You know, whatever we want to do it. But I'm just gonna skim through what we did last week. Your quarterback didn't play. You got Dobbins going right now. He was at 5 points the last time we checked. He's probably between 5 and 10. Debo gave you 13. Hawkinson, another good performance, 15 points. I mean, dude, you've been picking. Dude's been solid, man. You said it yourself. You know, if you would have started Stafford, he would have killed it for you. 33 points. You had the Texans running backs. They put up 19 points combined. Good call on Hopkins.
Which means 10 and 9. 10 and 9. That was a good one there.
That was a great pick. You definitely get. Hunter Henry gave you 1.5.
That was a good start too, Hunter Henry.
Yeah, and you had Hopkins. You had Hopkins at 19, 20.
Talk about that though. I didn't actually talk about that. He had 20.
Right, but I mean that's to me
good.
that's what you had him as a sit-em. I
know. That's what I'm saying. That's good. That's why I said I don't want to talk about it. You don't listen?
Okay. My stardoms were Tannehill, 34.5 points. CEH didn't even play. He had the heebie-jeebies. He had a little stomach.
Yeah,
bug.
what was up with that?
I don't know. They said he had like a little stomach virus that he was just that they were like literally. One guy said, "I think they're afraid if he gets hit too hard, a little squirty squirt may happen in the background." So, I'm just saying. He had the squirts. AJ Brown with 10 points, and then Holy Waller 45 points, baby. And we're going to talk about little Waller a little bit later in the segment. I picked Big Ben as my sit-em at 23 points. Gordon 15. The Eagles receivers, they did nothing. And the Seahawks tight ends as usual.
Yeah, but Greg Ward got 15.
Greg Ward had 15. So that was a good one. That was a good play.
Yeah, that wasn't a good sit-em.
That wasn't a good one.
You said all receivers.
I didn't say that.
Even though nobody's going to start him anyways, but you said all.
Wes, you had Taysom Hill and Phillip Rivers, 27 and 23 points collected. It's not bad.
Number 9 and number 15 quarterback. Number 9 and number 15 quarterback, Wes. That was solid.
Wes, you had Sanders as your running back at 3.10. That was a bad pick. Parker.
Damn, I didn't get you gas, man. Damn.
Yes, Parker was 750, and your wild pick of the week for Akins, that was a
Terrible.
Yeah, my
three
people
points.
to start are worse than my people to sit.
Well, hey, real quick, I want to say this because we don't talk about enough Bengal love on this podcast, and it's been all Brown centric today, which well deserved. I'll say that. But I want you guys to go back, and I went back and read this statistic, and it blew my mind. Willie Jackson for the Cincinnati Bengals is one of the premier cornerbacks in the league today. He shuts down all number ones that go against him. Over the last like 4 or 5 weeks, he has been.
That's why he was fighting Devontae Parker.
Well, that no. Let me tell you something. That was the dumbest move in the Bengals. They should have never hit that guy. That was stupid. That was just ignorance.
Boyd was having a game and a half.
Boyd, yeah, and he just went crazy. But yeah, no, Willie Jackson. Look it up, Genus. Like the last 4 or 5 weeks, he has been locked down on these number one guys.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm looking at the numbers right now. Willie Jackson is. Oh, here he goes. He's number 17 overall cornerback in NFL.
Well, because he sucked at the beginning of the season, but watch out for Willie Jackson. He's gonna be
the top 25 cornerback. You got to think about this, Mitch. There's 64 cornerbacks that start. A lot of teams run 3 cornerbacks. So you're looking
number
at
17.
Teams run 3. You're looking at 90 cornerbacks. He's number 17. That's good.
Right. That's not bad.
That's really good.
Right. So your sit-ems of the week for your quarterbacks, Wes, were McCoy and Watson. McCoy had 11, and
McCoy don't count, man. Ain't nobody starting McCoy. He don't count.
Come on, G. Wait a minute.
Remember, listen, Linda. You guys got to remember this. When we're doing stardom sit-ems, we're not starting Pat Mahomes. We know he's going to do good, right? That's like cheating. Like we know he's going to do good.
Those are Kenny picks.
We're not sitting the guy that like Genius Garcia sit his ass this week. And we know now I'm going to.
I have him at tight end this week as a stardom. Genius Garcia. I'm sorry. You had Singletary at 11 points. You had Keenan Allen at 9 points, and Jonnu Smith at a whopping 0.
Hey, man, you need to give me a shout-out for my Keenan Allen, because Keenan Allen was the number 1 receiver, and I said to sit him.
That was a great sit.
That was a great sit. All right, so we're gonna go on to next. We're gonna go on to this week's coming up. Carlos, just so you know how we do it, when we get to you, you're gonna give us your quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end. We'll discuss it real quick, and then we'll move on to the next person. So with that said, hey, Carlos, welcome to the show, baby. Who's your quarterback starter, yes, ma'am, of the week?
Well,
if you say Aaron Rodgers, you're gonna lose the no mammy. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
No, I'm not gonna pick my own quarterback, but I'm gonna pick a pretty obvious one that when you talk about MVP race, it's Patrick Mahomes. You can't.
No, you can't do that.
You gotta pick somebody else.
I'll go first.
You go first. Here, hold on. So basically, no. So Carlos, basically, what this is we don't say start the obvious. Like Travis Kelce is your tight end. We know that. No one's ever gonna sit those guys.
Got you.
You pick Kelce. You pick Kelce.
And it worked.
And it did work. All right. Well, G, you start off. You go. Who's your quarterback?
So my stardom of the week, my quarterback, Justin Herbert. He's playing against an improved 30th ranked pass defense in Atlanta, which they're 30th in pass D, but they've been playing pretty solid over the last few weeks.
Okay.
He struggled a bit in the last 2 games. He's thrown 3 picks compared to 1 touchdown in the last 2 games. Okay? I believe he's going to come back. I think he's going to have a good day against Atlanta. I don't think he's going to throw 40 like he did several times. I'm thinking 26, 27, somewhere in that range. But he's going to rebound over his last 2 games, especially after getting shut out this last week against New England. They put it to him.
That was bad, dude.
They put it to him. So my running back, Zeke Elliott.
Really?
Ooh.
Wow.
He's rested. He's ready to play. He's playing against the 4th worst rush defense in Cincinnati, who hasn't been able to.
Oh yeah, they're playing Cincinnati. Start them.
Yeah. But the thing is Cincinnati hasn't been able to score on offense.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get an early lead and allow him to milk the clock. Just run the ball. Him and Pollard. They're going to run the ball, milk the clock down, get first downs, because Cincinnati can't stop Mitch running, to let alone Zeke.
And I got some wheels on me, baby.
I didn't say that. I was helping you. I told you they can't stop you either. You see that?
They can't stop me. I'm unstoppable, baby.
My wide receiver this week is going to be Mike Evans. Okay? He's got 5 touchdowns in the last 5 games. He's playing against the 27th ranked pass D in Minnesota. He has been red hot in the red zone. You know, he's a big play. He's the big play guy in the offense, right? So whenever they throw deep, it's going to Mike Evans. He's getting that penalty, that pass interference to get them closer. Anytime they're in the red zone, it's going Mike Evans. Whenever they get a first down or that little 10-12 out route, that's going AD and that's going Godwin all day. That's not Mike Evans at the end of the day. But I think he's going to have 18 plus 20. And in my tight end, I'm going to switch it up this week. I know I've been going Hawkinson.
You've been going Hawk, man.
I've been going Hawk, but you know what? I'm going to jump off the Hawk wagon this week, even though I think he's going to have a good week. I'm going to go Robert Tonyan. I mean, I'm going with the hot hand again this week. It's just not my hot hand that I've been picking.
Hey, you know what? I got Tonyan written down, so I'm going to switch to Hawk. So,
but listen, he's averaging 5 targets, 50 yards, and a touchdown the last 3 weeks. He's playing against Detroit, who's the 26th ranked pass defense. Yes, man, start him.
I don't know. I like it. Wes, I'm going to let you go next, buddy.
All right. I'm going to work in reverse. My tight end, yes man of the week, because I like it in reverse. Don't worry about that.
Whoa. Internet exclusive. Internet exclusive. Wes likes it from.
Yo,
No. What he's doing is his wife's behind him. He ain't stupid. He's like, I like it in reverse.
There you go.
Yo, I'm going tight end, Trey Burton, because I don't think my Raiders are going to stop Indianapolis this week.
You took the guy. I go with Trey Burton.
My wide receiver, I'm going to piggyback on that game, G. I'm going to go the Minnesota receivers and the Tampa Bay receivers. I think that's going to be a shootout because I like Thielen. So
you're picking everyone. You're picking everyone who catches the ball, right?
Hold on, man. Okay. So what you want me to do? Tom Brady's guys?
I want you to pick a player.
Because by saying all of them, Scotty Miller gets 0. You're gonna get a negative.
No, okay.
Scotty Miller got 0.
I like Thielen and Jefferson versus Evans and Godwin. And just for a spoiler, AB's my no man for wide receivers, but we're not there yet. My running back.
Hold on a second. Look. I don't have a piece of oak tag to write down all of your picks for your wide receivers. I need one wide receiver who's going to kill it. Give me one wide receiver. All right, there you go.
Adam Thielen. I like
it. And this is my pick of the week right here. Revenge game, Mitch. Andy Dalton.
Oh, shit.
Andy Dalton.
What about your running back?
To Cincinnati. Kick their asses.
What about your running back?
Yeah, who's your running back, you weirdo?
I said Cam Akers when you were yelling at me.
Oh, yeah, maybe he was yelling at you. Cam Akers, wow, that's a good one. He's been playing pretty solid, though. He's been getting them.
Are you seriously going to –
Yeah,
where's that game? Is that game in Cincinnati or is it in Dallas?
I don't know. I saw it. I saw it on the TV. I saw Dallas plays it. And I thought G was going to get it. But he went G when G went Zeke. And I was like, oh, he's going to mess me up. He's going to mess me up. I was like, nope. I said, I'm going.
I almost had Dalton.
It's in Cincinnati. It's in Cincinnati. All right. Well, I'm going to go then. All right. I'm going to ride the Tannehill train this week. I'm going to go. I'm going to start my quarterback. I'm going to go Tannehill again. He's just playing good, man. He's even in a loss to the Browns, he played really well. I'm going to go back to the Tampa game. I'm going to go Rojo. I think Rojo's going to have a good week this week. Running back. I'm going to pick the Tannehill, the companion. Hopefully he has more than 10 points this week. I'm going to go A.J. Brown. And because I had Tonyan, I'm going to go Hawk. So I'll leave it at that. Carlos?
Hit it, Gus. Sorry.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go all over the place.
All right.
That's how I think. So my wide receiver,
Okay.
he's gonna have a third bomb-ass week. It's Ty Hinton.
Who?
So
Ty-
pick
ooh,
back up on what you were saying for tight end, Burton.
Wait, hold on.
Phillip Rivers,
Who's your wide receiver?
T.Y. Hilton.
Okay. And
They're in the thick of things, man, and he's back. He had an 18-point game, a 25-point game. I mean, I can see a good 20-point game from him.
I don't trust
I
his
see
ass.
it. But I
Hey,
can
man.
see it. The Raiders
I
D is
thought about
trash.
Hilton, honestly. I thought about putting him because he's been hot.
He's hot. He's hot right now.
The
So
last 2 weeks, he's got, like 19 and 20-something points back.
Yep.
yep. So
Yeah, but here's the thing: the Raiders are. If the Raiders are hip
Raiders
to that,
don't have a good defense.
oh, I'm not saying the Raiders are good. Don't shake your head down there, Gruden Jr. I'm just all I'm saying is that this could be a good week for Pittman. I'm just saying this could be a good week for Pittman. All right, where you going next, Carlos?
oh man, I'm gonna go left field, and I may regret this, and I'll listen to the next podcast to hear all the laughter. Next one is Ty Johnson, running back from the Jets. He had a great
Johnson?
game. He had a great game. He had 104 yards with 22 carries and a touchdown. You know, it looked like they actually blocked for him by mistake. I don't know if that's a good way to say it. They were blocking, but it looked like they had some blocking. But I'm picking him to ride the wave, man. To continue. They just fired the defensive coach, so you know there's a lot of excitement going on.
Gee, Dobbins scored.
You know.
Oh, Dobbins just scored. There you go. All right, who's your quarterback?
Oh, you know, I gotta go with my boy Daniel Jones.
Is he gonna play this week?
Yeah, he's coming back.
Okay.
I feel like he doesn't want to relinquish his job. He wants to be part of this whole excitement. He's been looking great for the past couple games. If you could just not fumble the ball, because Jesus, he has 7 fumbles this year already.
Did you give me a tight end or no?
Yeah, my tight end is Reed. Kittle's coming back soon, so I feel like
He got hurt last week.
he's hurt.
Yeah, I think he's hurt.
He didn't
think
play
he's-
Monday?
He left the game.
Reed
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he played, but he left the
What
game.
happened?
I believe Reed left the game.
Oh, now we all
But
got each
I
other.
don't think he's out, though.
Well, look, he's a sneeze away from.
I don't
being
think he's out.
He's a sneeze away from being in traction, but I'll put him down there for you.
Well, watch. Put him down.
Carlos.
Well,
Tell him that's your pick and leave your pick alone, man. Tell him,
Hey.
Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos.
I'm in first place for a reason.
Yeah.
you ain't in first place because of Jordan Reed. I promise you that. So
I'm in first place.
You don't got to pick the good players. You got to pick the people you think is going to do good. Tell him, Carlos.
Yeah, man. Look, hey, check this out. Just
Hey.
to prove it real quick.
Are
Taylor,
You Serious was the last segment. Are You Serious was the last segment.
look at this. Taylor was stinking it up, and I started him. Boom. Taylor from Indianapolis, running back.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about
But I'm
Jordan
just saying.
Reed.
But hold on. You gotta go
That's
on
West.
instinct.
Ask Wes
Thank you.
about Jordan Reed. Garbage.
All right.
Okay, let's move on. Hold on. Look.
But
Let's
listen,
move on.
time out. Jordan Reed is not on the injury report, and he put up 12 points last week.
Yeah, he sucks. Go to your no ma'ams. Give me
He
your
got
no
4.5.
ma'ams.
I take 12
you
points from a
besides
tight end.
Waller?
I'll take 12 points from a tight end.
All day. That's what I'm saying. That's good. That's a good one. I like.
I got 2 points and then 3 points from my other one. They still didn't even give me 5.
Yeah. this year, if you can get 10 or 12 from your tight end, you're golden.
Except for your Mitch. You're getting 45 points.
45, baby.
But he's won like 4 or 5 games under 10 too.
Yeah,
So this
that's
is just
true.
a great
That is
time
true.
for him to do it because it helped Mitch out in every aspect.
Hell yeah. All right, Genius, give me your no ma'ams. The people you're not saying.
My no man's quarterback, Jared Goff.
Yes, I
He's
agree with
coming
that.
off a big game against Arizona. They face a really good New England defense. You see what they just did to Herbert. They just shut that boy down. I know he's a rookie. Goff is not a rookie. They in a good scheme. all of this good stuff. It seems like he has one good game, he has one bad game. I think this week he has a bad game. Bench him.
Right.
Running back, Miles Sanders, facing the number 2 rush defense in New Orleans. That's allowed 76 yards a game. A rookie quarterback making his first start. And Drew Brees may come back. No, ma'am. Sit him.
Sit him.
Wide receiver, Stephon Diggs. Pittsburgh has the number 2 pass defense. I think they're going to key in on Diggs and force Josh Allen to run more and find other targets. I just don't see him having a big day. I think he gets 10, 12, no touchdown. My tight end, Logan Thomas. San Francisco.
Genius, that's both tight ends we've had the same, man.
You asked me to go first. Next time you go first. Then I have to change. But I got my reasons. I'm telling you my reasons.
Hey, Edith told me Logan Thomas, so I was going with Logan Thomas. So I got to switch that up.
Listen, San Francisco's allowing the second fewest points in tight ends this season. They gave up a touchdown to Buffalo last week. Dawson Knox, which is a tight end. I don't think they're going to allow that this week. They'll be expecting Alex Smith to throw to Logan a lot, and I think I think they're going to double him. I think they're going to play him well and make him throw to somebody else.
Okay.
Because dude just went off this week. He went off on my bench in my big money league. On my bench, he went off.
All right, Wes, you go.
All right, I'm gonna work backwards because
Because that's the way you roll.
My tight end, no man, is Austin Hooper. He gave me 2 back-to-back subpar weeks, but I shouldn't blame him. I should just blame the tight end position. My wide receivers, no man, is Antonio Brown because I'm a Raider fan, and I still hate him. Fuck AB.
Nice.
My running back, no man, I'm going. What's his name? Harris in New England.
Damian Harris.
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, I like him, but his style is too straight ahead. He don't got no shiftiness, and I don't like the matchup with the Rams. Yeah, because I can see him running right into Aaron Donald all day long.
All day.
And my tight end and my quarterback, I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts. I know he's a rookie. I just don't like the matchup he got this week, man. New Orleans, man. Cam and the crew, they gonna get
they're
out.
coming after him, buddy. They're coming after him. All right, well, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna go. My quarterback is. I'm gonna go Turtleback Rivers as a sit-em this week. I'm gonna go.
You really got love for my Raiders defense, dude. They suck, dude. They're not stopping
He
nobody.
really does. I think he's a low-down Raiders fan. Low key.
Low key, baby. Low key, man. Raider Nation, baby. Las Vegas style. I'm going running back. I'm going Gaskin from Miami.
What?
Hey, this is my segment. Don't you
Yes,
interrupt
KC?
me, sir.
Put a check by that one because we gonna visit that because the gas man's gonna go off on that one.
Watch. My wide receiver is going to be Debo Samuel.
What?
Hey.
I'm gonna do that on every pick, just so FYI.
And like I said, my homegirl Edith told me Logan Thomas. But thankfully, I have another friend there, old lady Stacy. She told me Drew Sample. She said, "Don't start him."
Who?
Like, okay.
Drew
Exactly.
Sample.
Drew Sample. He plays for the Bengals.
Nobody even starts him anyway. Stick to Logan Thomas.
No, listen. 2 weeks ago, he had 11 points. That's like Hall of Fame for fucking tight end position. So,
Dude, he had a good game yesterday.
yeah.
But check this out. Look at what percentage he's rostered at. I bet you it was like 15.
His
Yeah.
mom doesn't even have him on her team. What are you talking about? No one has Drew Sample.
Nobody even in the nursing home you go to.
All right,
has 13.
So you know what? So I'll pick another one. I'm gonna go with
Oh, now you got them changing his.
No.
Yeah, we did it.
I'll go. I'm gonna go with Knox from Buffalo.
That's even worse. Stick to Drew Sample, man.
What the fuck, man? All right, Carlos, you're up, buddy.
I'm messing with you, Mitch.
Oh, don't worry. I got something for your ass in a few
I know.
seconds.
That's why I'm messing with you now.
I'll start with wide receiver, and I don't want to come on my man Janice. I just met him. He's a cool dude.
Cut him off. You know me
but-
longer.
People Jones,
Who?
I don't believe the hype. He had one catch for 75 yards. That's what it made it look like, he's still developing. He's not Landry. So I feel not to start him. So that's a no, man.
Who's that?
As well as my man.
Time out. Time out. I'm throwing a flag. Who was that?
People's
People
Jones.
Jones.
Peoples Jones.
Jones. Okay, so you start. I don't know where. Look, I've lost control of the show. He's starting off a wide receiver. This guy's starting off a tight end. I don't know what's going on, man.
And then, my man Wes picked Burton, but I gotta sit him. He's wishy-washy, man. When you start him, he gets no points. You bench him, he gets great points. He's not consistent. He's going against the Raiders, so I'm showing half love there.
Oh
So
man,
I'm
I
sitting
forgot. You're right, but you're right, Carlos. You're right. They are wishy-washy. They got Jack Doyle and my main man Mo Alley Cox. You're right. I slept that one. Go ahead.
Running back, he's been doing phenomenal, but I know he's going to be limping in. Gibson from Washington, running back. I know he has a toe issue, but even if he goes from questionable to good to go, he's not going to have a good game, man. If anyone who's played sports that has that little toe injury, that hurts, man. Hurts bad. And you going against some.
And you have to fly across the country, so that hurts too. So.
Yeah, you got some big boys, and then quarterback. My man Kyler Murray, he's kind of digressing. He hasn't been playing himself. If he didn't have Hopkins cast that Hail Mary, he would be looking, continue another L. He's not looking too smooth. I don't know if he's hurt. He looks different. I mean, I just can't put my finger on it. He just looks a little different. So Kyler Murray is my no man for the week.
I like that.
That's a strong one right there. You came back. You came back.
You good job, Carlos.
Right.
That's what this is about, Carlos. You're picking players that most people won't pick.
Exactly.
Because this is more like a challenge for us, right? It's like, we know, like I picked Kelsey, the first or second week, I said Travis Kelsey. And these guys fell out their chair. His dad slipped and said, "You're smoking." And then he had like 7 points that week or 9 points.
But to piggy that, I mean, that was just a very smart pick. You went against matchup, and that's what Yes Ma'am, No Ma'am is about. It's about your better matchups versus your terrible matchups. But good job, great job, Carlos, great job, everybody. But now it's my favorite time of the segment for this week.
Hey guys, on the count of three, everybody.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. That's it. No.
What the hell, man? I'm fine. Hey, that's right. You know what? I'm fine doing the segment by myself because y'all two won't be in it anyway.
That's true. We're back.
As we talked about earlier this evening when we first saw the podcast, my handsome young friend, Mr. Genis Garcia, last week on the podcast gave me a 0% chance to make the playoffs. Now it was a tough road, like I said. I mean, Genis had to lose, Wes had to lose, I had to win, and I had to beat my father, Big Papa A, but he had me by 37. I had to beat him by 37 points. So let's talk about what happened. I win my game 163 to 160. Now again, I say this, and I'm going to say it as a man, all joking aside, that if Yahoo screws me, I take it as a man, and whoever makes the playoffs, God bless. If it's not me, whoever it is, God bless, and good luck. But if I do make it, watch the fuck out, because I'm coming for y'all.
Your brother, I think.
No, my brother and Devin switched spots. They were locked in. So I think Devin will go to 3, Lee will go to 4. Devin lost. To me, right?
But he was 4.
But he had more points than Lee, and Lee's not going to win tonight.
He had more points than Lee tonight and overall?
I think so.
But they all had 5 losses. That's the thing. Devin and Lee both had 5 losses.
And they both lost. So they got 6.
That gives them 6.
Hey, real quick.
But
I won one more time.
What'd you say?
I said real quick, I won. So I'm on.
Shut up. You win shit yet, man. You win first place.
Oh, he's perfect. He's perfect.
Yeah, we'll talk about your vacation in a minute, buddy. We got to, but again, if Yahoo screws me, It is what it is. I'm not going to sit there and cry about it. I'm going to have fun, though, tonight. So this is how close it was. And this is a mad shout-out to my man Genus and to my man Wes and to my dad. Genus, you're going to finish. You will finish the season
Number 9.
At 6 and 7, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you had 6 and 7.
With 3 straight losses.
3 straight losses. Knocks you out of the playoffs. Your total points were 15, 27, 58.
I don't care. I suck. I was in last all year.
Wes, because of your loss, you'll also go to 6 and 7 with 15, 43, 66. My dad, who was 5 and 7 with his victory over Genus, will go to 6 and 7, but his points is 15, 72, 58. And then it's your host, your boy, your ace, your man, Mitch Aber, who was also at 5 and 7, now at 6 and 7, with a point total of 15, 80, 84 to win by 8 points to make
Over
the playoffs.
Stu?
Over Stu.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I
How's that
say this to you guys.
competition
So here you go. Let me segue really into that real quick. Long story short, I called my dad last night, and we're talking, and he's like, hey, man, I beat Genus, man. I can't believe we made the playoffs. I was like, pump the brakes, old man. Pump the brakes. He's like, what are you talking
about? You should have just let him.
Look, he's old. I don't want the heart to go out, man. You know,
see the fail.
Listen,
A bad son is gonna rub it in.
Listen, it's Christmas time.
Oh,
and
man.
Look,
Mitch.
Hanukkah is in 2 days. I need some gifts. I'm just saying.
When your kids don't get no damn Christmas gifts, just know it's your damn fault.
Them baby-based kids don't deserve anything right now.
Edith and the girls aren't going to appreciate how you treating the older people, man.
No, so I sat down with Morty. I sat down with Mortimer. I sat down with Carl and Ethel. And they said, look, you did the right thing, man. Stu was lucky. He came in too hot, man.
That's elderly abuse. That's elderly abuse you're doing right there.
But look, at the end of the day, it is this, man. I put a great lineup together. My boys came through. It's nothing special that I did, although I am the guru. It's fantasy football. You know, I hope to make Genus proud because he did this last year. He stumbled into the playoffs, and he won the whole thing. You know.
And I'll tell you this, man. I'll say this, Mitch. To be quite honest, man, is I didn't think you had a shot. I thought for sure me or Wes was winning. We're in, at least one of us, if not both of us. You weren't going to get in based on that, right? But hey, mad props. You everything had to align. All the stars had to align in order for this to work, right?
The prophecy was fulfilled.
Which is it's very fulfilling because you're like, fuck. 1 minute you're like, damn, I'm out of it, dude. I'm not gonna get it. And then you're like, you know what? There's that like inkling of a chance that if all of this happens,
oh yeah, no,
I'm
look,
gonna be in.
I texted you last night. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. So Sunday night I watched Power, and at 9 o'clock, and so at 10 o'clock when my wife went upstairs to go to bed, I had my phone in the garage the whole night. I wasn't checking the shit. I come in and freaking he had Kelsey. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So like, I was beating him bad, and then I only want to win him by 3. So once I won on Sunday night, now it went on to you and Wes for last night, you know. And
I didn't have a chance.
Well, Wes was. No, you did. I mean, you came back. I mean, shit. I mean, who'd you have in the first game?
Well, I had Deontay Johnson and Debo. I had a chance, but I needed way too many points. I needed 45 points, 45 and a half or something in order to win. And Deontay gave me 21 and change, which got me almost halfway there. It's just that they went to Ayuk so much, and that offense didn't look that great yesterday for the majority of that game.
Well, towards the end of that game, they were going to Debo a lot, and I was like,
yeah, but now you're in the fourth quarter with like 2 more drives left, and you got to defend against the soft defense who's going to give you all of that. Now, if Debo would have caught that a 50-yard touchdown at the end of the game, yeah, it would have been something different. Then I might have, but now I'm hoping on prayer. At that point, I was pretty much done. And I'll tell you, my Sunday, I paid zero attention to all 3 of my fantasy leagues. Okay, Zero, because I was so into my Browns dominating Tennessee that I didn't want to mess that up. And I knew if I was looking at my fantasy, I was going to mess my good day that I had going on up. So I say, you know what? The hell with fantasy until my Browns game is over. I don't want to look at no FanDuel that we do. I don't want to look at any of my leagues. I'm just watching my Browns dominate Tennessee. And then when I did look, it was like, damn, I lost 2 out of 3 leagues. Right? I'm number 1 in one, number 6 in another, and then I needed this win in this league right here, and I just couldn't be put out. And I knew I was done. I knew it.
I'll tell you what got me was so, you know, as you all know, you know, the Avers are living in the construction zone these days, and so Sunday was the day that my wife decided that she wanted to lay some floor. Hey, this is for Jen. Are you serious? On Sunday, football, man day. But anyway, we had to do it.
My wife would have got the hell no for me. Hell no, baby, I ain't doing that shit.
It's been stressful. So, and our anniversary, shout out to my wife, 18 years yesterday, you know, married 18 years.
Damn, happy anniversary.
You know, yeah, you were there. You and Carlos were there, man.
How long have you guys been together?
19 years.
19. Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so I really wasn't even paying attention. Like I was going back and forth.
I introduced him.
He did introduce us. Yeah, and when we have a little bit more time, I could actually I'll say it. I moved out. Carlos and I weren't talking. We had a little bit of beef, and I moved back to South Florida. I called him up. I said, "Yo, it's about time to squash this nonsense." Coming over, we went over to go smoke a L. History. I met my wife that same day. So, but anyway. We I wasn't
keep it going. It's all about you, baby. Come on. It's all about you right now. It's all about you. Come on.
I wasn't checking anything. But at the end of the 4 o'clock games, when I saw my dad only had 118 points, I was like, damn. Okay. You know, I can make this work. And like you said, I mean, I've never, in all the years I've been playing fantasy football, in all the years, I have never in my lifetime had that obstacle or heard of that obstacle of that magnitude of someone coming over that. So shout out to the fantasy gods. Shout out to Darren Waller. Shout out to Ryan Tannehill. Shout out to my baby mama, Jennifer, who's my only baby mama, by the way. Shout out to everybody, man. You know, look, we in there. We got a representative from the No MAAMMY podcast. Next year, hopefully, all 3 of us are on in the playoffs. It is what it is. But like I said, if I wake up in the morning and the first I don't sleep. My phone stays charged in the garage all night long. Tonight, I am going to bring it upstairs with me. And when I go to bed, when I wake up in the morning and I check that, I'm either going to go in the bathroom and cry a little bit, or I'm going to go run downstairs and be happy. You know, it is what it is. I think I will say this, though, and Genius, you made a great point. If my true team shows up, I'm going to be a problem for people because I could put up a $150, $160 every week.
You could be the Cleveland Browns of the No Man Fantasy Football. If your team shows up, the good team, because I'll say this, and I've been saying this, I've been telling you this the last few days, Mitch. He has a really good team. The issue is that one week they'll come out and hit like 65 or 85 or 95, and then the next week they'll come out and hit 155.
Right.
And like I said, Mitch, I wish you nothing but luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
I hope your good team comes out.
Good.
Because I'll tell you right now, the guy right below you, I don't call him Mr. 151 for nothing. He puts up 150 every week. I mean, you got to score if you're going to beat him. You can't put up 100 and hope to beat somebody like that. His team is just too good. His bench outperforms half of our teams,
right,
let alone our starters, right? I mean, look at his bench. He's stacked everywhere you look. Every position he's stacked. I think he made some trades that we didn't know about, Wes, that got him to that. I don't know what I'm saying.
Well, no, I will say this, and if you want to talk about trades, you know, Carlos and I made a trade, and Carlos, look, he understands the game of football very well. He knows sometimes you got to get rid of something to make your team even better. And it's not about today's game. It's about the next few weeks' games. Set yourself up down the line for success. That's what he was trying to do. We were talking real quick, so about my brother and Devin. So they both took L's this week, I believe, right? So is that game over yet?
Yeah.
That game's over.
34,
Yeah, so
17, I think.
yeah, so they both lost, right? Devin was below my brother by 7 points, but he outscored him by 60.
Yeah,
So
you're right. So he's number 3.
Yeah,
You're playing Devin.
right. So I'm going to play Devin again. This will be the third time this season. The first time I beat him by 20. The second time I beat him by 3. What's it going to be the third time? And shout out to Devin, big chips. You're an ex-champion. So I'm excited. I mean, look, I'm excited. Look, I'm going to say this, and I know that he thinks I hate him, and I'm not, whatever. And I hope he watches the podcast tomorrow. But Lewis, congratulations. You had a magical season. Carlos.
Hey, I caught you.
Tell him, baby. Tell him, buddy.
Hey,
Tell him.
I caught you. I told you I was going to catch you, bro.
But y'all are on vacation next week. All right? Y'all have off next week. So like Gina said to you earlier, you better hope this is the week that your team takes a shit pan, because if it happens the next week, you could be in some trouble. Shout out to my brother. My brother seems to always be in it. He's a fantasy. That's the
I'll
good.
tell you, he struggled a lot this year, man.
He did.
And
but then he picked it up.
if anybody, you wanted to play him first, because he's been struggling over the last few weeks, putting up very low points. Remember, like 2 weeks ago, I was messing with you about all the Abers not scoring a lot. That was like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I'm like, dude, none of y'all scored, and y'all were all under like 8. So he has a good team. It's just that, again, it's all about what the heck each player does. So I guess that's all.
He has a phenomenal team. I had to score 170 points to beat him by like 2 points.
Right. So let's end this beautiful podcast on this note. I want to start off with the man who's on vacation next week. So we got 2 matchups in No Man this week. It's going to be potentially me versus Devin and Butch versus Lee. Who do you got?
I got you and Lee.
You got me and Lee. Wes, who you got?
I got the brothers.
Yep.
Oh, that's tough, man. I'm in the middle of all this crap.
I know, right? All family for you,
All
bro.
family right here, buddy. What you gonna do, Wes?
I'm going the Abers.
I'm just going by and I like to kind of like to see who's been hot the last couple of weeks. And my brother's been putting up 130 the last 3 weeks. Yeah. I'm going with my brother on that one. And let me just look at what you guys.
Don't look at my squad, because that's not who's going to be in there. There's going to be some changes.
No, I'm just looking at like your last 3 weeks. I kind of look at your last 3 weeks and see what you've been putting up, and kind of get a gauge at like what your average would be.
Right.
And you and Devin it's going to be close. Toss up. Can I get away with a toss up?
No, man. You know me for 45 years. You're not allowed to do it.
Then, all right. I'll go with you, Mitch. Since you threw that.
You don't have to go with him because he bullied you into the end. You see what he did to Carlos earlier? And now he's doing to you.
He's been bullying me for 35 years.
Mitch, you lucky I'm not next to you, Mitch. No.
Carlos, who's your picks, buddy?
I'm going to have to go with the brothers, man. I faced both of you guys, and you guys brought it. And lucky my team scored over 150 points because it's intense. But it's going to be close between, your brother and his brother. But I'm going to go with the Abers, and me and Lewis are going to have our hands full if that's what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be some close games, man. And I'm hoping it's going to be close games. Win or lose, I hope it's going to be close games. I'm going to pick, like I said, I picked the Abers, but I think it's going to be close. I think this next week, I hope this next week somebody's team doesn't shit on them. Only the 2 people that didn't play. Because I'd rather see really close games, win or lose, than see a freaking, like what I did last year, 100-point win, which, some of those times, like I shouldn't have won that last game like that. He got players that got injured. Yeah, I'm going to take a win, especially when there's money on the line, because that's what you got to do. But it shouldn't be like that. It should be, hey, I want my best against your best. the best team wins, damn it. That's how it goes, right?
I agree.
And that's why I hope that all your games, Wes, I think he put both of us on the right side because he's like, don't look at those are the losers and we're the winners. Like, I don't like this, Wes. Like, they did us wrong, Wes, but it's all
I
good.
know.
I say it like this. One little thing I'll say, Mitch. One thing I'll say. You know, when you take that last shot, sometimes you don't always win. You don't always hit it, right? This year I didn't hit it. I took an L this year. 3 straight losses. Tyreek put up 60 on me last week.
Right. It happens,
It is
man.
what it is. It happens, right?
Look, I will say this. I started off. We've talked about it on the podcast. There was weeks I was scoring 150 and losing. You know what I'm saying? So my team's been good, but I was taking a lot of L's, man, and I didn't think, it happened at the right time.
You got hot at the right time.
Right.
You got hot.
And that's all that matters. So
That's it.
I appreciate the love, fellas. I definitely hope that I come back here next Tuesday night and I'm all.
Whoever you play, if you win next week, whoever you play, which will probably be Carlos, because if you win, it'll be 6. You got to have him on again. Whoever you play, we got to have him on again. We got to have a little shit talking going on. We got to have a little rivalry thing going. Whoever you play, if you make it.
Hey, and you know what? And look, at the end of the day, I'll try to get Devin on as well. But
the game's gonna be over. You're supposed to get him on this week. That's what I'm saying. The game will be over.
But if there was no game today and we had the guarantee, I probably would have got Devin on again.
Look,
Devin on. Look, if Devin beats me, I'm more than happy to bring him on.
There you go. Yeah, you can put both of them on. Yep,
right. And then they can talk shit and we can talk shit about their matchup.
That's the goal. Look at next week. You pick 2 people that are going to play each other the following week, whether it's you and Carlos or whether it's Lou and whoever else wins.
So Carlos, you'll be on next week. We ain't gonna have Lewis on next week. So. First place, man. First place. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll have Carlos and Lewis on next week, number 1 and 2. We'll have both of them on. I'll talk to Lou, see if I can get him on next week because he goes to bed early. He goes to bed early.
Yeah, last time I heard he goes to bed at 9 o'clock. He's sleeping right now. That's why he watches podcasts.
Right, he watches it in the morning while he's at work. Good job. But yeah, I'll try to get him on next week.
Come on, blast like that.
That's fucked up.
No, like I said, we'll try to get some people on next week. But yeah, hey, fellas, thank you for the love. Thank you for the great season.
This was
week
awesome.
13.
Congrats.
I had fun.
Congrats, Carlos, on your season, bro. Great season.
Yeah, great season.
Much luck to you, man. Mitch, congratulations on the epic comeback. Much love to you. Good luck to both of you guys in the playoffs now that me and my boy Wes out of it. But good luck to you guys, man.
We have more fun.
Somebody got to win it. And there only could be one. Who's it going to be, baby? Who's it going to be?
Hey, put your hand down, buddy.
Hey, all I got to say is, if you face me and you see my numbers, you got to come with it, man. I score.
Oh,
hey.
I like that. Hey. He bullied on you earlier. Bully on him right now. There you go. Bully on him. Right.
In the famous words on I don't remember the name of the movie, that cheerleading movie. It's already been brought in, son. We got it. We got it, man. We got it.
Bring it on. Bring it on. That's what it's called. Come on. You act like you didn't know that. You watched it yesterday with your daughter.
Hey, man, why you gotta put me on blast like that? I was watching My Little Pony yesterday, dude. It was My Little Pony yesterday. But again, the email is nomanfantasyfootball@gmail.com. Check out your boys on the YouTube channel. Click, like, subscribe, comment, everything. Yo, shout out to my old age people. Shout out to the young people. Shout out to the world, baby. We love y'all.
Stu, you got robbed.
Have a good one.